So yeah, we're moving forward and everything is falling into place. So I've already created and uploaded our three main videos for today's core learning. So you can find those under our VIU Learn site under week 2. So I can say that we're done our kind of our welcomes. So welcome to today's learning challenge. So as you can see, each of these topics has been laid out, and we can go through and we can actually say, so as a student, as you're going, if you come through and yes, you finish watching the video and you capture notes from it, boom, then you put an X into the box saying that I've completed those. So the first one is the video reading for university courses. The second one is sentences level 2. The third one is student success skills, which we look at 10 different kind of core learning ideas that help us to be successful as students. So as you go through, you're going to watch the videos and take notes. And then you can close each of them off if you do download our lessons, as I kind of encourage students to do, so you can follow along. Okay, so you can see that we're moving into our last little bit of the class today. And so let's talk a little bit about writing a summary paragraph, because actually our core task today, as you'll see, our learning challenge is connected to writing a summary paragraph. So when you're looking at writing a summary paragraph, the first thing you need to do is you need to have good notes on the main points that you're trying to summarize. So we really encourage students to take good notes, lock it down. This is helpful because we don't want you to just copy the data point by point. We want you to try to own it, engage with it, and this means you have to kind of convert it into your own voice. Now, a lot of students will sometimes say, well, what about plagiarism? Well, a summary paragraph is you doing a specific purpose, a specific task, which is to summarize. So in that case, it's a little bit different than writing an academic report or a research paper where you should properly give attribution or credit to the authors of your supporting sources. In today's lesson, I'm just seeing if you can capture the data and then kind of restate it with your own voice. So take good notes to help you lock down the main points. So in terms of our technical reading skills, your topic sentence is really important in your summary because it kind of sets up your whole beginning, right? And your topic sentence should always state your purpose. It might include where the data is coming from, and then it might also include the name of that original speaker or author. So this is a way for you to show a type of attribution, a type of credit to the person you're getting the ideas from. So you might say, today's learning challenge is very interesting because I'm being asked to collect data from 3 different videos, and all of the videos were created by our teacher, Matt or Mr. Finlayson, and I'm going to try to incorporate the learning of all 3 videos into this paragraph. So that might be an example of a topic sentence. So once you've set that down, then you're going to move into restating the core ideas. Now again, we want you to do this in your voice because you're trying to recreate the learning, okay? And they should follow a logical order, and they should be developed step by step. And so here is one of the main challenges. Because I'm asking you to incorporate all of our video lessons into one paragraph today, how are you going to do this? There's a little bit of a problem-solving challenge there. I want you to be creative. I want you to use your critical thinking skills. And I'm actually really excited to see what you guys come up with. And then finally, at the very end, you're going to end with a bang, as usual. End with a solid insight, something like a final takeaway or a final flash of learning that you came with after doing the entire process. So our challenge for today, the learning challenge, and this is going to be our takeaway. So you watch the 3 video lessons. They're available under week 2. And as you're going for each video, you're going to capture notes. So we've got 3 different things here. We've got the reading for University plus, then we've got sentences level 2, and then we've got the video that talks about 10 highly valuable success skills that can lead to students being successful. And then you're going to move into kind of, that's the This is what I would call the capture phase, or sometimes you might even call it the passive phase of learning. So you're listening, you're writing things down. The nice thing about it being done through video lessons is if you need to go back and watch a point again in the video, you can. So there's a little bit of a supported learning environment there for you. And because of that, I'm expecting that you can get good notes on these videos. So once you've collated, once you've gathered all three of the video's notes, then you've got to ask yourself these questions. What did I learn? How are these ideas connected? And importantly, how can I organize these lessons to retell them to a peer? So I want you to imagine today that you're kind of talking to another student in the class who, for whatever reason, wasn't able to come. And let's imagine that it was a live lesson instead of video lessons, and you had to try to retell all of the data to that study buddy. So how would you do it? Okay, and so that's kind of our voice that we're aiming for today. And then you're going to write the first draft of your summary paragraph that is going to capture all of the information. Now the key point is, I'll add as another note to summaries, you want to catch the big ideas, but you don't need to include every single detail. And therein lies the challenge. So let's also just kind of put that down as note for summary writing. You want to capture all of the big and important ideas, but you don't need to include every detail. Thus, kind of that critical thinking challenge there is to be able to differentiate. So thus, selecting the big ideas while sifting out the unnecessary details is the real critical thinking challenge. Okay, wonderful. So I'm feeling pretty awesome about this. Now, I know we had to shift gears here today, and that we're asking you guys to be creative, and we're asking you guys to be adaptive to this new learning method, but it's a challenge, and actually challenges are really good for you. They help you to build your cognitive power. They help you to take risks as a learner and recognize, oh, hey, I did that. And that's part of our process on this growth mindset arc, that we want to establish this ability to say, hey, things didn't go exactly as planned, but what can I take out of it? And how can I become stronger as a learner? So the entire 4-step process, those 3 videos, and then this last video with our learning challenge for today, they help us lean into this growth mindset methodology. Okay, just to show you guys as well, if you are interested, you can see that on my teaching document, I have included examples, additional examples of our semicolon sentences, our academic sentences, and our list sentences. And wow, look there, there's even some additional notes on how to write effective summaries down here at the bottom. So you've got lots of supporting materials, and also I will check my email throughout the evening, just in case you do have a bunch of questions. A really interesting point, having this technical challenge happen with me today. I actually, of course, there's some initial frustration involved in that, but I've really leaned into the challenge, and I'm seeing this as an opportunity to fully engage with our classes. So I'm here, guys, and we're going to learn together. So let's keep moving forward. Let's keep a positive mindset, and let's see how you guys can do with the steps of today's wonderful and engaging learning challenge.